Hello everybody, welcome to the first edition of the Glastonbury special, Booth in the Booth, and I've got the most special of special guests here with me. For those of you who don't remember, Booth in the Booth started a long time ago, and back then I needed some help, and I had to call the only man I knew who could help me, and that man is sitting in front of me right now, and he's just absolutely smashed a set at Platform 23 here at Glastonbury Festival. Howie, Jamie Chicken, the Chicken Brother extraordinaire. Welcome.
Thanks, Mojo.
How was that for an intro? Was that good?
That was good. I don't know how to follow it. It was a very good intro. Yeah, mate, thank you for having me. First of all, let's do an audible fucking high five.
Well, you and I have fun at this festival year in, year out.
We're neighbours.
Yes.
You know, you're part of my life. You give me my wristbands,
Yes.
and I'm part of your life. I put the bands on, and we work together. But tonight was a different thing. I actually get to perform and get to play.
Well, this is it, because you've got so used to doing the work behind the scenes in all of that stuff. So you run the Truth Stage here at Shangri-La, but you're a DJ at heart, and getting to play in front of people and see all those hands going up and down, that's the bit that you still love the most.
I mean, like, as a stage manager, like, I still get to see the hands going up and down and people appreciating it. And it's like the stage works, tick. You know what I mean? My job done. You know what I mean? If the stage is rocking and the vibe's happy. But I am stood on the side of the stage, like, tapping my foot, like, fuck, I wish I was up there. I wish that were me. No, I wish that were me. You know, like, there's very few examples of the times when I'm like, I fucking wish I was him.
Yes.
Tipper, OPO, and DJ Cooper, I think, would be the three people that I would be like, I would do anything to be that person. But like working on the stage and having people play and just being like, fuck, varied artist, doing all this amazing stuff. But yeah, DJing it's weird, man. Like I'm 42 now.
Yep.
As of like a couple of weeks ago.
We've been doing this for half of our lives.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I started DJing, over half my life ago. Like 15, I think, was the first time I touched a set.
So where was that?
Belt drives. That was in Hepworth in West Yorkshire, and a lot of my like peers were going to like Helter Skelter and Viberlight and all of these like. It was the tail end of the fucking illegal rave scene. You know what I mean? It was like illegal raves, but done kind of correctly, although they hadn't kind of sorted it all out. It was a bit mash up, but like it was all happy hardcore and you know, like jungle and so I had like mates that just had belt drive decks and a really shitty Gemini mixer, and it was like we had a bag of records, maybe 35 records, 2 tunes, one on each side, and you just went at it, and it was like you play for like 10 hours the same 35 tunes. But like, it wasn't about listening to the music at that point, you know. It was about honing your craft. It was about like working out how the fuck what does this equipment do?
Yeah.
I'm 15. I'm a sponge to information. I want to learn. You know what I mean? Best time, by the way, if anyone's like young out there and they want to learn something, do it now. Like,
yeah.
Although if anyone's old out there, like, it's never too late to start.
No.
You know what I mean? Just like maybe not parkour. You get me?
Well, it's never too late to start DJing as long as your ears are still working.
But it's never too late to do anything. People get crippled by like other people saying what is and isn't possible, and it's bullshit. You know
it is
I mean?
bullshit.
I just did a thing out there, and that was like I didn't expect to do that tonight. That DJ set that excelled way beyond my expectation. You know, I was expecting maybe what I was hoping for was like a strong 150 people, and most of them I knew. Like I was expecting, you know, like the crew vibes, people come down and like, oh, Jay's playing, let's go and see Jay. That was Ramo all night. The whole thing was Ramo from the beginning of the night. And I mean, the rain brought everyone into the tent, but it stopped raining at fucking 7:30,
a long time ago.
8 o'clock. It was rammed at midnight.
It's the excitement that the festival brings, but also, obviously, like you say, there's a thing when you've got people in the venue that maybe you weren't expecting, like you say, rain happens, or for some reason there's just a load more people that come in, and it's like, it becomes a challenge that in itself. It was like, oh shit, okay, now I've got big people to play for.
Mate, I was sitting there 2 hours before and they were playing like wedding sets. They were playing sing-along shit, you know what I mean? Like, and I want to big up my mates, can't mix, don't mix, shouldn't mix, won't mix. But they were playing shit that those guys would play, like dance floor killers, OG shit, you know, like Chic, fucking Stevie Wonder, fucking sing-along stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck I've prepped a set and I've got that and nothing else. I'm like, I'm just going to play this set, like, going in hard. And then, you know, the other DJs came and they changed it, went disco for a bit, and then it went really fucking cool, rootsy, African. This Yes Mel played a wicked set, really, like, vibey, got the whole crowd going. But the whole time, the crowd was loving it anyway. You know, even if the tunes were sort of, you know, like, sort of just rolling along, the crowd was vibing. They were looking at people on the balconies and like laughing at a guy taking his top on. Just like, the whole crowd reacts like 600-700
when you've got that kind of energy in a place, then like it's still everything what a DJ wants. So every new guy or girl coming up to the plate is going to be like, okay, I've got something to work with. It's exciting. I always love being here or seeing you at the end of the festival Sunday night when everybody's on the stage, like everybody who's contributed to the whole weekend is up there representing. Like, I still remember I think it was 2015 the first time I saw that. And
Tofu and Friends,
yes,
as it is
billed, yes, yeah. And
Tofu and Friends. Big up to Chris Tofu, by the way. Without him, this entire area south of fucking Greenpeace would not exist.
No.
Him and a group of really sick other people. I'm not giving it all to Chris, but he did take the MBE for a whole team of motherfuckers.
I mean, I'm going to talk to him about the MBE at some point, don't worry.
It's an interesting thing, man. Like that was an interesting vibe, because he's an anarchist at heart. But he knelt in front of the Queen. But he knelt in front of the Queen on behalf of fucking hundreds of people that made Glastonbury. They saved Glastonbury, man. Like, back in the 90s, Live Nation came in. They financially saved the festival, but Roy Gervitz, Las Vegas,
yeah.
That area saved it on a cultural level. You know, like they had the shit that people wanted to come and see.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're not getting in unless you're wearing a tuxedo. And it's like, what? Like, it's Glastonbury. It's like, go home, get a tuxedo, come back, or you're not getting in.
I got jilted at the altar.
Yeah, of
in
course.
Las Vegas.
Like, everyone did. You know what I mean? It's like going Berghain. You turn up with your mates. You're like, yeah, we're going Berghain. It's like, no, you're not getting in.
No.
Non-Aegis.
So
like, done. You're like, fuck.
Close but no cigar.
Can you imagine that now, walking all the way down the fucking one-way system, getting in and being told no? You'd be like, what am I going to do? Go back up that way? It's a one-way system.
Fuck that. So how long have you been coming here then? How many years?
It's getting on for 10. And I I'll hold my hands up, man. I never came to Glastonbury as a punter. I've never been here as a punter. I started my life as theatre, orchestra, like worked across from like rep theatre, real theatre, all the way across, and then hit like live art events. And there was a big switch when I met La Machine, a French company, another big shout out. They do amazing shit, giant spiders, giant fucking elephants and puppets, and that changed my life. 2008, when the Capital of Culture thing happened in Liverpool, it was just live art events the whole year. I dropped my job in the orchestra. I was like a platform manager, like, you know, stage manager for orchestra and shit, and was just like, wow, there's this whole other world that's not like the same thing every night, but it is. Everyone cheers at the end. It's the same thing.
Yes,
know? It's like it's entertainment. But my mind was blown. You know, I've been going to festivals for years, but as a punter, you're just like, yeah, great music, great, yeah, camping, friends, blah blah blah. But when you actually start to look at it from the other side, and you're like, how do you make people cheer? Getting
how
into
the
get a
vibe
vibe. Like, how do you vibe? And I was fascinated by that. Like, but I was also a bit mind blown that the shit I'd seen was like, this is the biggest vibe I've ever seen. How do you come back from this? You know, I was like, I went back to the orchestra and I was like,
I can't do this anymore.
Are you kidding me? Like, I love the orchestra, man. 76 people, like, all in complete unison. It's beautiful. It's stunning. But you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know about the DJ vibe and culture in Liverpool at that time, but let's talk to the people who are listening about that, because that's kind of how you and I first met.
Me and you met on the dance floors of Shibuku,
Yes.
because there's a lot of Scouse House, there's a lot of techno, there's a lot of middle of the road music in Liverpool, but there's also an underculture, and it's like everyone just goes to that one night, like the way that, like
There were certain gigs when you're going to see everyone.
like scratch perverts into Andy C, and you're just like, I think I'll go there, rather than just random bar club vibe,
Yeah.
And you turn up and there's loads of people, and you meet people like Robin, Mook.
Yeah, by the way,
it's like someone's
Loxley now. Loxley.
Yeah.
No Mook anymore.
No Mook. Apologies, we'll edit that.
he's been married, so he's got to change his name. But
But you just turn up and there'll be a guy like on the dance floor just like sketching shit. And I want to give another shout out to Mark Rowland, a guy I used to bring to clubs
Yes.
with me, and I used to like help him out. He is severely disabled and is a raver at heart.
He loves it.
He's front row all the fucking time. But he's quadriplegic and needs a lot of assistance, especially in the magnet. You have to carry someone down the stairs. So his carer would carry him down the stairs. Me and my mate would carry his wheelchair down. We'd fucking push everyone out of the way, get him down front row, pop him in, ask him what one he wanted to drink. What do you want to do? You good? Like that's Liverpool, like
In a nutshell.
music's the core of Liverpool. Like,
By the way, shout out to Laura Weaver as well. We're going to get her on the show at some point in the future. Because she's obviously a DJ now, she's part of the fraternity.
I'm straight.
So, how much of what Liverpool is and that community that we had there influenced what you became as a DJ, what you wanted to do as a DJ?
Well, I wasn't a DJ before I came, and I left a DJ.
Oh yeah.
Let's put it like like I don't want to be like, oh my god, it's so cliched, but Liverpool is full of music. Like, it is a musical town, and whether you like to buy into that rhetoric or not is I don't mind, but like, just listen to them talk, man. It sounds like a song. It's like I don't. Scousers are king, by the way. If anyone's got any preconceptions,
You only say
about
they
Scousers,
because you
they
don't
are
live
the
there
fucking
anymore, so
one.
you can't say we. That's it.
Yeah, but I'm an honorary Scouser.
Yeah,
I got
me
dubbed
too.
that. I got dubbed that by our, hardcore Scouser in the Cali. Caledonia.
I'll
Big up
I'll
the
vouch for you. don't worry.
Laundromatic super pub. You get me? Only pub I've ever heard of that had 3 fucking washers and 2 dryers inside the pub. Did food, sit down, put your washing on, have a scran, listen to tunes, fucking walk away with
Happy days.
dry clothes in the middle of middle of town, just behind the fucking Royal Philharmonic, like just top of Harbin Street. This is post gig,
Yeah.
by the way.
Look,
This is like,
no one is expecting a professional
Gonna be
sit-down
edited,
interview. We'll see. We'll see about that. No one's expecting Panorama, Jay. We're DJing. We're talking action.
check out Jeremy Paxman over here.
Well, exactly. Like, the listeners to the show know who I am.
cut me hard so far, but I'm waiting for some Zinger questions.
Oh, you're waiting, are you? All right. Well, let's move on.
Dude, this is a pleasure.
Los Polos Hermanos, aka the Chicken Brothers.
Move on, but yet move back.
Yes, but that is
Renaissance.
yes. It was you and Matt Seamless,
Big up.
Matty Seamless. How did it come about? Because obviously he was already part of. Was he already part of?
Can't mix, don't mix, shouldn't mix, won't mix. Plus a few others that don't get named, but yeah. Yeah, he was already part of that. Me and Matt met on the dance floors, like we did, and just cut a rug, did our thing, after parties, vibes, friends. Suddenly, friends with all these people, and then it's like this band called the Correspondents arrived.
Yes.
And it was like, wow, okay, 2009 maybe, 2010, around that area. And Matt, in his infinite wisdom, and a guy called Owen, both were like onto this separately. They didn't know each other. They were separately onto it, and they were both trying to book them. Same club, same night, same act. And at one point, the person who was like handling the deal from not Matt or not Owen's side said, "Look, there's competition, you know." Like,
yeah.
And Matt was just like, "Let's go in together." Like,
That's very Matt, by the way. That's very Matt to think.
Very Matt, but it was like, where's the energy? Where's the holistic? How do I holistically seal this? It was like, well, you're offering money and I'm offering money, and we want the same thing, so we offer slightly less money each and do it. And it's just a wanna, you know what I mean? I've never met this guy before, blah, blah, blah. Matt rang me, do you want to DJ this gig? It's corresponding. I'm there, like, down as a fucking... I'm down. And we did the gig, they did the gig, and they were like, Jesus, that was the most successful thing we've ever promoted. Like, we've made money, and now we either need to, like, split it up and do the awkward kind of, like, how do we split the money apart, or well, let's just come together and do another event. And that's how Speakeasy was born.
Yeah, of course.
Big up the Casimir crew.
Yes.
Speakeasy was born, and me and Matt started playing, DJing early doors. You don't have to pay us, it's fine, we'll just be there. And I'm like, I'll get involved, I'll come and start helping out. So it's like, I don't need paying, I'll get paid a bit, but you know, I don't need a DJ slot or whatever. And me and Matt just started realising, it's like straight away, it was like, fuck, you're playing all my tunes. Like, straight back to back, it's just like, you're on next. It's like, yeah, it's like, well, I can't play that, or that. So after about 2 gigs, we were like, let's just get together, let's play together. We did that twice, it was like, this is sick. And we need to crystallise. We need to crystallise it. You know, give it a name. This is cool, man. We're winning. Like, we're sitting round, and James Bembo, my G.
Yes. Shout out Bembo.
My fucking flatmate, my old school flatmate. I miss you, brother. He was sitting watching Breaking Bad, and me and Matt are sitting having a meeting in the same room. We're like hashing out ideas. It's got to be like Pupini sisters, or the Andrews sisters, or you know, the Western brothers, or you know, it's got to be old schooly. It's fucking electro swing night on paper. Although we never actually put any electro swing on. I'll just put that on the record. Apart from La Masquerade.
I was going to say there may be some debate on that, but we'll move on.
Yeah, Bembo turned around and was just like, do you know what? Will you two shut up and just call yourself the Chicken Brothers and get over it? I was like, looked at the screen, it was like Los Payas Hermanos. It was like, oh, that's good. That's real good, because it's like bopping. We bop, like get your head bopping like a chicken, you know, like.
Exactly. It suited you without even realizing. It's one of those things, as soon as you hear it, you're like, that's what it has to be.
It was so good, yeah.
And it took you a long way. So, electro swing as a general thing was the basis of the Chicken Brothers, but you go beyond that. Like the tunes we were hearing tonight, for example, go way beyond that. Like, when you're thinking about when you're listening to music and thinking, okay, yeah, I definitely want to play that song. What is it? What is it you're looking for? Is it one thing, or is it just you'll know when you hear it?
It's definitely you know when you hear it, but like the one thing I go for is like a physical reaction to music. So Screwface is like the one. Like straight away, if you immediately go, whoa, like even just like when like the end of a 16 where it's like wah 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 wah, you're like, wah, yes, that is worth playing. Just for that little section. Like I've got tunes in my set that are badly produced, but I just mix into a section of it where it's got the sickest thing, where I'm just like, I can't get away from how good this is, but I also can't get away from how, you know, weirdly produced it is. Or maybe just the quality of my recording, but it is actually straight from there.
But okay, let's ask some more DJ general questions. Some of the fun times you've had. So, because you've played more festivals than just here, you do Boomtown a lot. You guys have done abroad as Chicken Brothers, but you also done abroad stuff of your own. Like, okay, let's talk about that first. How mad is it going to another country and just seeing another country's fans?
As a DJ?
Yeah.
It's weird, man, because like me and Matt were never producers. We never wrote music or released anything. We never had a profile in that sense. So like turning up at a gig, they were just like, who the fuck are you? But maybe in Italian. Un grande doppio vaffanculo solo in vacanza. Who the fuck are you, man? I'm on my holidays. This is a DJ. I don't know who the fuck you But coming to a place and smashing the party and having fun is universal. Like,
I appreciate you taking the time off after this massive gig to come down and sit here and chat shit with me. And I've missed this because this is kind of shit we used to chat back in the day. There'd be more sounds in the background.
we would have finished a poker night or been sitting watching the cricket all day. Some shit, you know, like maybe the football.
Yeah,
you know, like,
we're going to talk about the cricket once the show's over, by the way.
oh fuck.
Oh my god.
Definitely not.
Yeah, well, maybe we're not. If we don't want, maybe we would.
Hey, no. By the time this comes out, it's probably the end of the fucking whole Ashes. But the first test went down. It's like, I don't want to talk about that. We lost.
We have lost, yes. Next question. You're going to have to come closer because
Really?
I've got one. Yeah, one last question.
Good.
So it's a question I ask everybody who's come on the show. So I'm going to ask you. Well, actually, technically, it's two questions. First question: what has been the gig you've loved the most so far? And if you can't pick
In
one-
my career,
yes.
I can tell you right now, but I'm going to obscure the name of the DJ. So a well-known DJ decided to leave the stage a couple of minutes into his set, and I was production managing the gig. And someone
Yeah, I was going to say you gave that away there, big time.
someone came into my office. I was production manager. Get on stage now. We need someone to just fill in for a few minutes. I went on stage. About 2,000 people. And I started playing, no headphones, I had a radio on my shoulder. I was like responding to radio calls during my set. And I proceeded to play for 58 minutes in front of 2,000 people for like 23 of those minutes without a pair of headphones. And then and I smashed it. It was like, I hate sitting around backstage waiting for my turn to play. I got 10 seconds notice. It was like, get on stage now.
Do something. But that's it. It's like absolute pure instinct. We are pausing because Jay has to go for a piss.
We didn't tell you the rest of the story.
Oh, okay. Well, you tell me the rest of the story.
Okay, so the rest of the story, after Jamie got pulled onto the stage to replace the DJ that we will not name, after they walked off in a hissy fit. So Jamie's up there bringing vibes, right? But obviously he's like, wow, I'm in front of like 2,000 people. Help. And still trying to like, get his groove together, get his headphones and stuff. And like, I'd just come off my shift. I was working production for Jamie in the production office of this particular festival. And he saw me from across the crowd. I'd literally just come out of the the little market stall setup that they had, and I was like doing some shopping after my shift, like checking out the funky clothes. It'd been like COVID, so you know people hadn't been fancy for years. Like it's like this is a wow. Okay, I want shiny things, and I just bought this like crazy catsuit from Fizzy Fingers, and then he saw me because I also perform and do production, and then he's like, get up here, I need vibes. And then we're just like both there like production badasses, just like bringing all of the vibes of this festival.
Jasmine. Shout out Jasmine. Oh my god, like, I swear to god, like, what, 8 years ago I met you?
Yeah.
I met this amazing woman called Jasmine. And I was like, you know, like, she's young but she's still a woman. Like, she's not, you know, a trainee, she's not shadowing, she's doing a job, like she's getting paid.
And you gave me
But she's young, and I just watched her like deal with a tour manager from an incredibly big act. And he was shouting, like not shouting at her, but shouting. She was just like, check yourself, hold on, let me just say something. And he just like shrunk. Like, you know what I mean? Just like an ice cube and a glass of warm water. Just like, and I was just like, babe, how old are you? She's like 19. I was just like, fuck off. Hey, you're going all
I was going to say...
By the way, on your way up, Giz a job.
Yeah. I mean, we do it.
She's now the live event manager of Shangri-La. Can we just point that out? She's like live event managing this fucking...
And about to take over the festival in at least 3 or 4 years' time.
I'd switch you off tonight, babes.
She came in, Fun Police, you know? She does her job.
1 a.m, baby.
Mate, she came in. 1 a.m.
What can and you listened?
I had a whole routine, scratchy routine worked out.
Class. Okay, so that's the best. And now the question that everyone struggles with. This is the last gig you're ever going to play. Literally, you're on death row for some reason, and they're going to execute you. And you get to do one last gig, right? What are the last 2 songs you're going to play before they cook you? If you wanted to leave a statement.
Not in a DJ set, just like as I'm about to be.
Well, no, you still get to do one gig.
But like, fuck that. The amount of pressure if I'm about to be murdered.
Okay,
Straight
well,
after
just
that.
if you had any.
It's too much. I can't take it.
If you wanted to be
Two
defined
tunes,
by one
right,
set.
Can we just say what are the last 2 tunes you want to hear? You know.
Yeah, well, that's essentially
All right,
what it is.
I know the last
I just
one.
use that as a framing device.
I know the last one. Let me try and work backwards from there.
Well, yeah, exactly. What mixes into the last one? Or actually, it doesn't even have to mix in. You can do what the hell you want.
I mean, like honestly, music is a thing that is born out of mood, and it depends. Like right now, I'm going to say this, and it will mean the mood I'm in, and it like ask me the same question in a week.
If it
and I
actually
will say
happens,
two
then it might be
completely
different.
tunes. But I'm going to say 9 Inch Nails Closer into To Build a Home by Cinematic Orchestra.
Wow. I mean, that's a good mix. That.
I don't know if it goes. Probably not in time. Probably not in key, but I'll make it fucking go.
Hey, this is the last go. You're gonna do whatever the hell you want, and I really hope that that's not ever gonna be a scenario we have to see, because I hope you're gonna be around for a long time.
Hey, by the way, everyone's gonna die, and if you love someone, tell them right now. Tell them today. Mojo, I love you.
I love you, Joe.
Like, honestly, I've lost people in my life, and I regret not telling them that I love them more. So, you know.
Yes, I know.
Sorry to get like really, really serious at the end of the podcast, but you took it there.
I did.
You're about to be on death row.
I did. I planted the seed.
Shit.
But look, in all honesty, Jay, thank you for allowing me to take this little moment with you. I hope you recognise how amazing you are at your job, or should I say jobs in plural, and I hope that you and I will be doing stuff like this for many, many years to come.
Yeah, man.
Great.
Big up.
Yes.
And also pass on what you've learned, as Yoda said. You know, like I know shit, but like young'uns don't know it.
That's what this pod's all about.
I can help.
Yes.
Check out Chris Toffu's London-based foundation course. I can't remember what it's called, but it's trying to get people, young people who've not got a chance to get into this shit, to get into this shit. So, you know, if you're out there trying to get into it, just walk up to the front at the end of the gig, wait around till it's quieting down, there's people working, just go up and say, hey, I'd love to help out.
Yeah.
You know, volunteer, like get involved.
Damn right.
That's how I did it.
It can work for me, it can work for you.
Yes! That's the last clap, we're out.